thanks to Jay and Hazel and Malcolm and Rick and Ruth. It means so much to me that I could be here and read from this book. So it's about Mauritian street gangs. And just for some context, what I'm reading from, the main character has been kicked out of the gang, and she's been forced to find work, straight work, like 9 to 5. So something she's very unaccustomed to, and in this portion she's just kind of, she's venting a bit. It's a thankless service in any event, so it should come as no surprise to anyone that I'm racking my head on ways to get my own back. Double, triple, whatever I'm owed. I keep a log of every extra minute I put in at St. Albans, and conversely, a record of how many hours I've stolen from those skull-grinding bastards. 20,280 hours I've pocketed, which is 1,216,800 minutes I've managed to regain for services bloody well rendered. I'm not going to argue about what's right or wrong in the world when I got the boot heel grinding down the back of my neck. You couldn't teach right and wrong if you tried. Pity that do. I'd like to tell those educated, dribbling pissholes that it was easy enough to bark orders until you were blue in the face. But if you were the ones actually bending your nose over the grindstone, you wouldn't be in such a hurry to assign such impudent means of deposition. Never mind the stupid, petty busywork. It still gets me all head up thinking about every little thing they've designed for their amusement on this island of crooked misadventure they call St. Albans. Sometimes I like to think of what it'd be like if my colleagues carried on like they were all one of Cary Grant's pilots on Barranca Airways, ready to shave their peckers for any job the Dutchmen will send their way to get close to some of that heady Empyrean. If they only make the right noises, then they'd soon thrill at Gangdom highs. Can you imagine our bottom-feeding legion tripping over dust mop and ratchet, clawing at each other to be the first to get at a blood clot on a toilet seat, skipping the clog trap ways to get shoulder deep in adventure? Maybe then Jean Arthur would show them some tenderness in their cabins and reveal the secret of what it means to be a man. They must love it, she'll cry, blubbering herself into pissing throes of deep emotion. Cleaning, I mean. It's like being in love with a buzzsaw. This was my only type of confederation, the camaraderie of Terence, Jeffries, and Van Leven, my only solace in dark and lonely hours. There were arguments between us, but there were no stakes, no sense of coming together for a grander design beyond unpacking supplies from the loading dock, no color of danger and delinquency. The straight world didn't make room for that. It pleated down your folds and smoothed you out for the rank and file, constellated the world with petit bourgeois worry and called it paradise. But it was reliable paradise at that. You just have to know what sort of blighter you're going to be. That'll keep them from screwing you deeper into the ground. I don't need that spot of bother, the aggravation on top of the aggravation of living. And if I can add to theirs once in a while, well, you can ask yourself again, who's the lucky duck when you tally your final accounts? Thank you.